Hello trainers and champs to be. Well, actually right now it's legends to be. My name's Jolt, and this is a video about my thoughts and experiences with the Continental Championship I played. I qualified by getting a 6-1 in my regional tournament, and well, so here it is. First, excuse me if my English is not the best. I'm really tired and English is not my native language, so if you have like any issue, I'm sorry. And let me put a quick disclaimer in Spanish. Este video va a ser en inglés porque yo creo que es más para ayudar a la gente que todavía le falta jugar su torneo continental, que son los de Asia Pacífico y Norteamérica. Y pues nada más, ya después estaré sacando un video de mi experiencia, pero pues en español, ¿no? Okay, now that that's out of the way, well, this is the largest, I think it is the largest continental. We had like 206 players, at least RSVPs, but it was an 8-rounder. We had like a lot of elites, I think almost 70 elites, but anyways, it was 8 rounds. Ventusky won it. He actually swept the tournament and became a legend alongside Silph Tactical and Angelina. So actually I ended 4-4. I almost hit a lead, so that's good, I guess. I lost my first round. They then came back against Jorginho, who's one of the best players in Latin America. I won again, and then I just like went downhill, losing 3 in a row. And it's pretty hard because it's a long tournament and there were disputes, I think, on the first 3 rounds that really made them long. And when you're playing, at least when I'm playing, I really want to keep the pace going. I want to keep my rhythm. And the fact that you have to wait, it's really tiresome. I mean, I do get the disputes. It's a pretty important tournament. It's ranked for everyone, like you do not have the option to not rank it. So everyone's scared, like no one wants to lose rank, and everyone wants to get to elite or legend or things like that. So yeah, I do get why people ask for the disputes. A quick view of my team. I ran Seeking, Marowak, Altaria, Lapras, Quagsire, and Obstagoon. I was not happy with how my team played out. I mean, the main reason I played Seeking was to have a threat against Altaria, Sumeril, and Registeel. And it didn't quite work out that way, because people were still using Sumeril and Altaria against me. Although I do get why, because Asu is quite strong. Like, Seeking and Lapras are my only counters. Quagsire can do some damage, but still needs to block the Hydro Pump. So yeah, Asu is a good pick. Now in hindsight, I would pick a grass type, because my team covers Registeel quite good with Quagsire and Marowak, and Obstagoon does some damage, and if it gets boosted or blocks the Fox Blast, it beats Registeel. So I had not much problem, and there were not so much Registeels in the tournament. As you will see, it was mainly the Sumeril Lapras and Altaria Lapras combo, which is pretty strong. That was very common. Ninetales was also very common. Well, as you can see, Ventusky, who won, ran Cherrim, and Jirachi with Stunfisk and Sableye. It's pretty interesting team. I think it's pretty unique. I like it. And as you can see, Ninetales was pretty common. There was also a lot of Lapras and Altaria. There were so few Registeels, and I think grass damage is pretty important in this cup. In this format, I guess. Pretty important. So you have like your continentals coming up, whether if you are Asia Pacific or North America. Be wary that the main problem, at least that I faced, was that I had a lot of trouble beating Asu Lapras, because without grass or electric damage, it's pretty hard. And even a Stunfisk just works as a soft counter, as a check, because the Asu matchup is IV dependent and Lapras can fire super effective damage back. So if Lapras has a little bit of energy or shields, it can really do some damage. I mean, another thing to watch out for is the Superior. Superior with Silph can flip a lot of matchups. And what I saw that did not work out for a lot of people was Machamp. Machamp, even though it's solid, it's so frail that it really needs to be a solid. And if it has a little bit of energy disadvantage or health disadvantage, it loses a lot of its matchups. So yeah, Machamp was not working out for a lot of people here. Alolan Raichu actually came out a lot, and for a good reason. Like the coverage it has, and its ability whether to hit you with a Grass Knot, Psychic, or Wild Charge, or even a double Wild Charge can really flip a lot of games. It was a pretty long tournament, so if I were to play another one, or for you people that have yet to play yours, take into consideration that you'll be playing for about 8 hours, 9 hours. Our Continentals was 9 hours long, so I suppose in North America at least has a similar amount of competitors. We had like 186. So I suppose Asia Pacific might be a 7 round, but yeah, North America might be 8. So keep in mind that. Try to make yourself as comfortable as you can. Try to keep it stress free, and even if you lose the match, just go next. It's like make a reset. There are reasons why you lost. If you want, you can go back and watch your games. Say, okay, I lost. Maybe I got hard countered and lost the lead. Okay, that happens. That happens, especially in this format when people are playing like Ninetales Sasu, and if your only counter to their grass Pokemon is your Altaria, well, you will have to play RPS or make some pretty good plays. So yeah, try to keep it stress-free. Review your games between rounds. That can help a lot. Remember, you cannot stream, share screen, or talk to anyone about other people's movesets or Pokemon. But yeah, I'm pretty tired. Like, excuse me if I sound too clunky. I'm pretty tired. It was 9 hours, and it's 9 hours at your phone. Sometimes you have to keep charging. If you have to go and ask the judges for a dispute, it also becomes tiresome, and it might create a little bit of friction with your opponent. So just try to keep it cool. As an example, in my round 2 game against Jorginho, my Altaria, for some reason, managed to get 3 Sky attacks against his Azumarill, and his Azumarill did not throw a charge move. So it was like, okay, dude, I know you lagged. You do not even need to show me the video. Like, there was... You just try to be nice. I mean, there are everyone wants to win, and lag exists, and there are also a lot of bugs in the game. And maybe to Silph, some bugs are not rematch worthy, I guess. Like the game desync with the fast attacks, or the CMP switch. But try to be nice, like in my case, where his Azumarill would have probably turned the table on my Altaria. Okay, I know he lagged, and he told me his shield did not come up, and his charge move also did not go off, and I do believe him. Like, if you know, like, it's pretty obvious, don't be the bad guy. Don't try to create friction and problems where there isn't, because you might be delaying the round just for a dispute that might not even go into your favor. So just skip it like that. Well, now in that personal experience, the first round really threw me hard. Like, Juvan is pretty good trainer, but his team and mine were simply about getting his Velocum with my Altaria, or I basically lose, and I couldn't. So I lost round 1, lost 2 leads. I managed to get it back on the third one, and I guess that's something important too. I did not lose 3-0 against anyone, so that's something. The quality of players, it's just way too high. Like, they are just too good. So I'll take it as a win. I won my third round too. Lost the fourth one because of a misplay. His Machamp fainted my Quagsire, and I misclicked and threw Lapras instead of my Altaria to the Machamp. And that was the third game, so I pretty much threw that one away. Against a Silver Wings, I'm sorry. I don't quite remember, but they were close games. I mean, Lawrence Scott's also a great trainer. And yeah, I mean, it was pretty tiring. At this point, when I lost to Lawrence Scott, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go negative. Like, I need to win the last 2 in a row in order to go even. And I was really scared because even though, I mean, a 4-4 is not a bad result, I do have a high Buchholz. It's not a bad result. I am disappointed in myself because I really thought I could get a 6-1. I mean, I practiced with Tactical, I practiced with Golem, I practiced with Spirit Chief, I practiced with some of the best people around the world. I also practiced with Raging Taz, and I felt really good about my team and what I could do. But sometimes it's hard, and I guess it's mainly because I'm like just ending the tournament that I feel this way. But try not to be so harsh on yourself. Like, in the end, making Continentals is like amazing. Not many people got here. Many people, including Richie Beckett, who I think ended number 1 himself the last year, did not qualify and was not even selected for the wildcard. So just by being on this tournament speaks really high of you, and you should be proud. Like, you should be really proud. Even if you go 0-8, like, you made this far, and there are many people, many amazing trainers I know that did not. So that's pretty good. So I mean, and at 4-4, I guess I'm like about the top 100 trainers in LATAM, supposedly, right? And I think I did a good performance. I'm disappointed in myself, but I don't think it's a bad performance because do my ranking, I get up some pretty tough pairings. Like Jorginho is amazing, Dubán is pretty good. I mean, everyone I faced is pretty good. And yeah, I dropped to pair 80, so that's pretty sad. But everyone here is awesome. Everyone at least had a good regionals or swept a wild card, so I feel pretty good. And don't be too harsh. Like, even if you end up having pretty poor performance, well, not poor, I mean like not having the desired result, you're here and it's pretty amazing that you do. Plus, not many people created information or guides about this meta or how to build a team, so that's also hard. Like, I don't know any content creator in English that actually made a guide or a video about, hey, this is how you get a good team in Continentals, or this is the meta and what you should do, whether they were competing or not. So it's pretty hard, like, and also you have the benefit that you got your Continentals moved, so you got to see the Europe Continentals and the Latin American Continentals first, so you can get a good grasp of the meta. And I'll be leaving both links in the description, the EU one and the LATAM one, so you can go and analyze the meta. What I suggest is just clicking Ctrl F, well, this is my computer, and see something like Ninetales. Okay, so there are 67 Ninetales, which is pretty high. That's pretty high. That's almost a third of the slot 4s. You see Lapras is in 55% of the, well, 55 teams out of 96, a fourth. Asus, 65 Asus, and 72 Altarias. So go make a spreadsheet of what is common and how you should counter it, and practice a lot. Practice is very important. at least for this cup. Because even though you might have a killer team, execution is key. Keep calm. I really suggest you to meditate like an hour before and the day before going to sleep, just to keep calm. And the people who do great are those who can keep calm under pressure. So I guess this will be for the video. I hope you like it. It's probably the first, well, it is the first video in English I'm making. I'm not sure if I'll make more. And my battles will be up, I guess, sometime in the future. Oh, don't leave the tournament. One last note, don't leave it. You came here this far and you might actually hinder your opponent's chances to go to the next round. So just play it out, Rank is just a quarter. So don't be afraid, like if you drop out of lead, you drop out of ace, well, you did it in a great fashion. Like, you went down fighting. And that's pretty honorable and amazing. And yeah, well, back to the topic. I'm not sure if I'll make more English videos in English, I mean. It depends on the reception and, well, if there's like public that wants to hear. I make a lot of meta analyses and how to build teams for Silph Cups and Premier Cup in the future. So if you want to hear an English version of it, just put it down in the comments. I would ask you to subscribe, but I'm not promising to make a lot of videos in English. However, you can always like the video. You can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter will be down in the description. If my English is too broken or too bad, please hit me up in the description too. In the comments. I'm sorry, I'm too tired. And say, hey, you need to maybe download Duolingo or something like that. Open English. So, well, thank you for watching. I hope it really helps you. Like, whether just to know how I feel, like what's the meta, or how to be ready. Like, I would have my favorite food ready and drinks and eat before. Definitely have breakfast. And this will be it. Thanks for watching. Remember to like. If you want, you can subscribe. However, again, maybe not so many videos in English in the future. So there you have it. Have a nice day and good luck next Saturday on your Continentals. And if you're from the US or NA, like, happy 4th of July. And well, that's it. Jolt out.